And then you are muted, perfect. We'll get this thing started. Hi, honey. She did. She's like, I want some pets. That's what she does. She wants some affection. She must feel comfortable with you. Hi, Eileen. I'm glad you're here. I love her. Okay. Okie dokie, my friends. Welcome. I am so proud of every single one of you for making it to this class, including me. Let's see. So I'm heading to my Mesa, Arizona yoga retreat after this class. So I'll be gone for the rest of the week. I have tomorrow, Wednesday, Kim is just teaching the entire class, our core restore. And then my Thursday morning class, I have Maddie Cooper. I don't know if any of you know who she is. I couldn't get anybody from Mosaic to sub. So Maddie Cooper teaches at Centered City Yoga. She has curly blonde hair. She's like this. I love her. She's great, I think. So she'll be here subbing on Thursday morning. And then 8:30 p.m. on Thursday, I have Zoe. I don't know her last name, but she did teach a class here. She doesn't anymore. Oh, she'll be here. Come if you want. And then on Sunday, I have Anastasia subbing my 10 a.m. So I think that's kind of a treat to have Anastasia teach that class, and she'll teach it forest inspired. So if you're curious about forest yoga, she's one of maybe like 1, 2, or 3 forest certified teachers in Utah. Very few. So go take her class if you'd like. And then just quickly, I have my Sundance retreat the first weekend of December, and I still need to fill a few spots. I have like 1 spot in a bunk room with 3 other women. And then I have, and Britt's in that room, right? That's your room. Yeah. And I have there's a few people in this class who are coming. So I have 2 rooms that could be either single or double occupancy as well. So if you're interested, it's on my website. I still have 2 rooms that I need to fill for El Salvador in January. It's pretty much the first week. It's the 5th to the 11th of January. I feel like it's a good time to get out of here with the immersion and everything. Just quickly go to the ocean and soak in some sunshine after the holidays. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions after class. Other than that, let's just do yoga and not even think about anything else. Okay, so go ahead, find a comfortable seated position if you're not there already. And even if you are there already, invitation to move just a little bit to feel your physical body a little bit more. So it could be bigger movements. You could take your arms up, you could twist, or it could be smaller movements. Maybe you just want to roll your shoulders around a little bit, or move your head from side to side, even gaze to one side and then the other. So anything that just helps you feel your body, feel your physicality a little bit more. And then as you are ready, find stillness. So allow your hands to rest somewhere in some way intentionally. So you could turn your palms to face down for a little more grounding. You could turn your palms to face up for a little more receptivity. If you want, maybe you even bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, or find prayer hands at your heart center. So completely up to you. And see if you can either close your eyes or soften and lower your gaze. So you're not looking around the room with satellite eyes. But you're starting to bring more attention and more awareness to what's going on inside of you. So start to just feel not only your physical body, Let's start to feel into just energetically. How are you today? If you were to put a color to your energy, to your energetic state of being, what color would it be? And don't think too hard. Maybe you just start to visualize, use your imagination, see that color flowing around inside of you. See if you can notice emotions. And if you feel any emotions, rather than going off in the stories about why they're there, so if you can just feel into the sensation inside your body. So maybe it's a tightness in your chest, maybe it's a heat down in your gut. Maybe there's a tension in your shoulders. So just noticing the sensation in your body without having to label anything or figure anything out. Just simply being present with what you are experiencing inside your felt senses, your inner awareness. And then start to become more aware of your breath. And if you want, you could also imagine and visualize your breath. Maybe you imagine your breath in another color and see it flowing up and down the length of your torso, up and down the length of your spine. So invitation to use your imagination a little more often. As adults, I think we turn off our imaginations, and our imaginations are connected to our third eye. So a lot of adults close their third eye. We want to let our third eye open more. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Take up more space and hold in that fullness. See if you can even take an extra little sip of air at the very top. And then open your mouth and big, huge sigh. Let it out. Ah. Good. Do that again 2 more times. Inhale, fill up. Sit up taller, expand, inflate, hold. Extra little sip if it's there. And then out your mouth, great big sigh. Ah. Last one. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Any tension, heaviness, stress you're holding, sip it in more. And then out your mouth, let it go. Ah. And soften. Nice work. Seal your lips now. And start to cultivate what we call enjoiiiii breath. So enjoiiiii is a Sanskrit term. It means vibrant. So your vibrant breath. It's in and out through your nose, but it's very different than a typical nostril breath. It's coming all the way down from your diaphragm, and you really feel it, you really hear it as it moves through the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat that you constrict when you whisper, when you hum, when you gasp. And you're using those muscles to regulate your breath so it's slow, steady, smooth. You can think of it like we pinch a balloon to let the air out slowly. Same thing you're doing here with your breath. So see if you can connect with this. Big, spacious inhales, vibrant inhales. Slow, steady exhales all the way to emptiness. So this breath is awesome. It's regulating, it's calming, but at the same time, it's vibrant, it's energizing, it's dynamic. So see if you can feel into it, maybe in a new way today. If you've never quite connected with it, stay curious about it. If you're ready to start moving, friends, take this breath with you and come forward to hands and knees. So from your tabletop position, anything goes. You can move through cat-cows, you can move your hips around in great big circles. You could sit back into a child's pose and just take a few deep breaths, resting in your child's pose. Maybe you don't do any sort of yoga pose at all. You just start to feel into your elbows and your shoulders and your shoulder blades on your back body. Get really curious about all the different ways in which your body can move. So if it helps, close your eyes. So that voice in your head that says, is anyone looking at me? Do I look weird? What is everybody else doing? That voice gets to fall away. And you just get to be in your body. You get to feel your breath, feel sensation, not judging, not trying to fix anything, but just simply noticing and becoming more aware. In your next 3 to 5 rounds, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can take your time, but eventually to start your transition back to downward facing dog pose. Nice job, everybody. And then once you're back in your down dog, same thing, feel around. So maybe you walk out your dog, pedal out your heels. Maybe you give your head a shake or a nod. Maybe it feels really good to bend both of your knees a lot and just find the length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. So if you are unsure how far apart your hands and your feet should be, good way to measure, come forward to a plank position like you're about to do a push-up. And then without moving your hands or your feet, just lift your hips and press them back. So you might bend your knees a lot, and it might feel like there's really a lot of space in between your hands and your feet. See if instead of walking your feet forward, I know it's tempting, but see if you can use that space to create more length in your body. See if you can use your breath to hold and support you here from the inside. Really good adjustments, you guys. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Pause in your fold and give yourself a few rounds, maybe a ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows. So again, you can have a little or even a big bend in your knees, but then relax your neck and use the strength in your core to lift your butt as high as you can. So weight slightly forward, more in your toes and the balls of your feet. Your heels are lighter on the ground. And then breathe into your back body. Even imagine your breath flowing down the backs of your legs. Take one more round in your fold. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back. Feel the length in the back and the sides of your neck. Exhale, bow and fold. Let's do that one more time. Halfway lift. So crown reaches forward, tops of thighs press back. See if you can squeeze an invisible pencil in between your shoulder blades. Exhale, let it go, fold. And then this time, we'll take it all the way up to stand. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain pose, reach. Hinge at your hips, slow dive down. Big bend in the knees is super helpful. As you breathe in, halfway lift position. Beautiful, nice K. Exhale, fold, bow. Press into your feet, connect to your center, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, arms overhead, high mountain pose. Beautiful, hands to heart center, exhale. Let's take one more round just like that. It's a simple half sun salutation. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive down slowly. Let your breath guide you. Good. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Find emptiness, and from that place, take it back up. Heart leads. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice job, friends. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale this time, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine, and see if you can bend your elbows a lot to begin with. Press your palms together like they're suction cupped. Now imagine your elbows are magnetized towards each other. Imagine just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. Keep all of that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. So you should feel what's called muscle energy in your arms. If you want to, you can add on, final option, press your hips forward, hug in with your inner thighs, and puff up your chest. So create a little back bend. That hug of your inner thighs keeps you from sinking into your low back. Take one more inhale, heart is open. Keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips. Slow dive down. Good job. Hang out here for a few rounds. If you've still got your palms suction cupped together and that feels like too much, you can let that part go. See if you can let your head hang heavy. Give it a little shake or a little nod. Feel your connection to your center and use it to lift your butt even higher. Good, honey. Take one more big inhale. Lift your knuckles. Nice fin, exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp, let your arms hang down, let them dangle, shake them out a little bit. Find your slow, spacious breath with your next inhalation, spinal extension, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. So top of your push-up, pause right here, spread your fingers really wide and actively push into the ground. So push the ground away and feel your arms, your shoulders, even your pectoral muscles should be firing. Take little rocks forward and back. So almost like you're sawing through a piece of wood or cutting through a loaf of bread with your body. Yes, good. Awesome, Laura. Next time you inhale that little rock forward, you can come to your knees if you feel like modifying. Exhale, lower just halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up, straighten out your arms. Do that one more time. Halfway down as you exhale, hold until you're empty in your breath. Inhale, push up, nice person. Exhale, this time all the way to your belly. Lower slowly for 3, 2, 1. Nice, Samantha. Spider-Man Cobra, hands nice and wide on the hardwood floor. Lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, heart lifts. Tone your belly to protect low back. Exhale, twist to your right, left shoulder dips down. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart. So when I say tone your belly, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Good job. Inhale, back to center. Take one more each way. Slowly with your own breath. Feeling into your shoulder girdle, feeling into front body, back body, side bodies. Eventually an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold as long as you want. Downward facing dog when you're ready, however you'd like to get there. Take about 5 breaths in your down dog. And just quickly, a question from me to you. If you would not like any hands-on adjustments today, you'd rather not be touched or physically adjusted, I do not take it personally. Just give me one leg in the air to let me know. Okay, thank you. If now you would like to lift one leg in the air just to feel and stretch and explore, go for it. And take one leg up, then the other. So strong hands, connect to your center, big deep breath. So bring your foot down for a second. So bend these knees, yeah, and then lift your hips up. So keep the knees bent as you lift your hips. You know what I'm saying? Keep them bent. So like this. Yeah, that's it. Good job. Take one more inhale, my friends, into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, spinal extension, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, heart leads, rise. All the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. This time, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Focus on the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Squeeze them together as you puff up your chest. Push your hips forward. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, chair pose. So sit back, weight in your heels. For now, see if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. Yeah. Now notice, as your butt sticks out behind you, is your core engaged? If not, draw your belly button back towards your spine and feel your strong core. See if you can squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades closer together and lift your heart so you're not gazing down, but you're gazing forward. You're more than welcome to stay right here, or here's your option. Lift up to your tiptoes, bring your arms parallel to the ground. This is what's called awkward chair pose. It's from Bikram yoga. Squeeze the tops of your thighs together and slowly lower down. Awkward chair, keep squeezing. All right, everybody with your next inhale, high mountain. So we're gonna rise all the way up, maybe even stay on your tiptoes. Reach up, possibly stay on your tiptoes. Slow dive down, stick your butt out. Bend in the knees is helpful. Good job. Halfway lift, heels on the ground as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. You do you, vinyasa, your way. See you in down dog. So you can skip it, you can add push-ups, you can take it on your knees. Once you're back in your dog pose, reconnect to your enjoiiiii breath. So if you can figure out how to use your enjoiiiii breath in your practice to support you from the inside, my personal opinion, I think it changes everything. Instead of fighting through your practice and muscling your way through, all of a sudden, your body is working for you. It's flowing with you. You're not fighting against it. From your down dog, next inhale, take your right leg to the sky. All right, if you want, you can open your hip or explore for a moment. But then in your next couple of breaths, square off your hips. So feel, what do square hips feel like in my body? Nice. Inner thighs face each other. I do not care how high your right leg is, but I do care that it's straight, strong, powerful. See if you can feel the front of your right thigh, your quad muscle, fire. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, round your back, push the ground away, and then soft as you can, step forward, low lunge. Take your time to rise, crescent lunge. Yes, very nice. Beautiful. So all 10 toes face forward, hips are square, and we're not trying to sink into this as deep as we can. We're trying to find the balance of our mobility with stability. So stability comes by hugging towards midline. Pull your front hip back, pull your back hip forward so your legs are strong. Yes, tone your belly, navel draws back towards your spine and your low back feels supported, almost like there's a brace around your middle. Good job. What are you doing with your gaze? Be intentional. What are you doing with your breath? Is it still there, moving slowly, steadily? Take one more inhale. Beautiful, you guys. As you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh and push into your front thigh. So hinge forward, and if you need to, you can bring your back toes in a little bit. I want you to find your center. So draw your belly button towards your spine and almost feel as if you're rounding through your back. I would much rather see you round than arch. So not like a back bend, but the opposite. Feel your core. Keep that connection to your core, lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. Engage your back foot so it's active like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall, and see if you can still feel your center. Your inner thighs should be facing each other. Your hips are square. Yes, good. See if you can keep that connection to your center and maybe take your right arm forward. Right arm forward, left leg back. Only if you want to and only if you can keep that connection to your center. Take both arms forward. Awesome, Kara. Take one last breath. Beautiful. Land back in crescent lunge softly if possible. Inhale. Nice work. Exhale. Bring your hands to the ground. And just for right now, we're not gonna do this in our flow, but for right now, half splits. So bring your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat. Keep back toes tucked under if you're bringing your hips all the way back to your heel. If you untuck them, then it's really easy to just kind of round and tuck your tailbone. We want to work at sticking our butt out. So like you're trying to stick your right butt cheek out behind you, and then your heart reaches forward. If you want to keep your hips over your front or over your back knee, totally fine as well. Flex your front toes, those right toes, even your little baby pinky toe. Press down through the back of your right heel. And rather than pushing forward, you're trying to pull your right butt cheek back. So like you want to stick your right butt cheek out behind you. So rather than curling it under, try to stick it out. That makes sense? Yeah. Good job. Nice awareness, you guys. And if it starts to shake, that's actually a good thing. It's called the sacred tremble. Be with it. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Last couple of breaths. Nice, Chris. Good work. All right. Slowly come back into your low lunge position. So framing your front foot, lift your back knee. And then we're going to pivot our back heel down, setting up a warrior 2 stance. Windmill your arms up, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So right toes face forward, left toes face directly to the left. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Yeah, beautiful. Feel your front butt cheek. Wrap it underneath you rather than letting it stick out behind you. So that should help your front knee track towards your pinky toe. Nice, Kirsten. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up. Reach up, try to touch the sky, and then reach slightly back. If there's a variation you like to take, go for it. Sometimes I like to grab my right wrist with my left hand. Nice, Britt. You could bring your left arm behind your back and reach your left fingertips forward. Love it. Keep the bend in your front knee. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe and lift your right rib cage away from your hip. Last big inhale. Exhale, we're going to move into a side angle posture. So come through your warrior 2, reach for the front wall like you want to touch it. When you can't reach any further, only your arms have to change. Right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky, or maybe right elbow to right thigh. Maybe left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Yeah, nice, honey. Half or full bind is more than welcome if you'd like to go there. Keep bending your front knee a lot. Keep wrapping your front butt cheek underneath you. Press into the outer edges of both feet. Your heart wants to look up. See if you can let it. Nice, Kathy. Last big deep breaths. Really good. From the press of your feet, rise. Inhale. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Breathe in here. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. Maybe even suction cup your palms. Reach your hands back. Lift your heart. Big, huge in-breath. Puff up your chest. Hinge out your hips. Dive down. So wide-legged forward fold with your fingers interlaced. In order to work this pose without your hands on the ground in front of you, you have to find your core. You have to use it. So bend in the knees might be really helpful. Try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees. As you bend your knees, your weight can come a little bit forward, and then use your core strength to lift your butt as high as you can. So we're going for butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground, nice jhana, and then see if you can squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Amazing job. Soften your face, take 2 more breaths. If the clasp is too much, you can let it go early, no big deal. Really good, everyone. Bottom of your next exhale, hands to low back first, then release. Bring your fingertips to the ground, halfway lift. Realign your spine. So bend your knees as much as you need. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, top of your space. And then from here, great big movement. We're going to come all the way up to standing staff pose. So root into your right foot, all the way up, standing staff. Left knee lifts, arms reach up, flex your toes back and active. Hug in with your inner thighs. Focus your gaze. Nice, Cam. Good work, everybody. Take one more inhale here. As we exhale, we will twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. Invitation to grab your left leg, your left thigh, your knee with your right hand. And I sometimes like to press my left hand into my low back. So you can use your hands against your body as a little bit of leverage if you want to. Broaden through the front of your shoulders. Really tall through your spine. Breathe into your belly. Couple more breaths here. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. Next time you breathe in, unwind, arms to the sky. Option to extend left leg if you want. And then listen, curtsy bow. Take your left leg around, so left toes off the right edge of your mat. Bend your knees, stick your butt out, reach your arms back. Take your bow. Extended leg curtsy, so legs stay the same. Reach up. Try to pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze inner thighs. One more time, bow. This time, high mountain pose. So step both of your feet onto your yoga mat, both arms to the sky. And then take it all the way down, slowly dive, forward fold. With your breath, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, feet back. However you want to get back to down dog, vinyasa, or skip it. Nice, Sandra. Good job, everybody. Once you're back in your dog pose, feel whatever there is to feel. Right side versus left side. Next, inhale, take your left leg to the sky. And if you want to, take a moment, kind of explore, open your hip, point flex, or circle out your ankle or your knee. But then eventually square off your hips and really feel what that feels like. Square hips, inner thighs face each other. Personally, I like to bend my right leg and come up to my right tiptoes. So make sure you're not sinking into your outer right hip, but hug in with your right inner thigh. So everything is hugging towards midline. Take one more big inhale and lengthen. Exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, round your spine as soft as you can. Step forward, low lunge. Nice, Kara. Rise up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. So all 10 toes face forward. And remember, we're going for the balance of effort and ease, softness and strength, stability with mobility. So hug towards midline, build your structure first through your legs, and then grow your upper body into your personal expression in this moment. Nice, Britt. Beautiful, my friends. One more in-breath. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, lean forward a bit. If it's helpful, you can scoot your back toes in a little. Push your hands into your thigh and draw your belly button back towards your spine. So I don't want you to feel like you're doing a back bend. I want you to feel, if anything, like you're rounding a little bit. And then keep all of that as you lean forward and just let your back foot float up. I don't care if your back leg is parallel to the ground. Just get it as high as feels right in your body while keeping your back foot really, really strong and active. Yes, your hips square. Inner thighs face each other. You can bend your standing leg if it's helpful. Only if you can keep that connection to center. Left arm forward, right leg back. Yes. And then only if you can keep that connection to center and your hips square, both arms forward for your full warrior three. Awesome, honey. Back leg strong and powerful. Beautiful. One last breath. And come back, land softly, crescent lunge. That was so good. Good job, everybody. All right, bring your hands to the earth. Half splits. So back knee comes down gently. You can double up your mat if you need that extra cushion. Try to keep your back toes tucked under, like a half screaming toe pose if you're taking your hips all the way back to your heel. Otherwise, personally, I like my hips above my back knee. So I just kind of walk my front foot a little further forward. Flexion through your left toes, even your little baby pinky toe. And then try to pull your heel back rather than trying to push it forward. So your heel presses down and back, like you're trying to stick your left butt cheek out and reach your heart further forward. Yes, good. Beautiful, big deep breath. So as you push down through the back of your heel and pull back, you should get a little tiny bend in the back of your knee, and you want to feel your quad, your left quad muscle, the front of your thigh, firing. Maybe it's even shaking, the sacred tremble. Take 2 more breaths. Good awareness, everybody. Nice, Lizzie. All right, slowly start to find your way back to your low lunge position. Back knee lifts up. And then back heel pivots down, warrior 2 position, rise. So Virabhadrasana 2, left toes face forward, right toes face directly to the right. Rather than feeling like your butt is sticking out behind you, which is the easiest, I know, see if you can wrap your left butt cheek underneath you and feel your front knee track open towards your pinky toe. Notice if your back hip is kind of shooting out, see if you can pull it back and plug it into the socket. So you want to keep your hips, you want to keep your pelvis as neutral as possible while you allow your hips to open. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Keep the bend in your front knee and keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. If there's a variation you want to work on this side, go for it. Remember, this is a side body stretch, not a back bend, so your heart is still facing the right side of the room. Your hips are still open. Beautiful. Deep breath. See if you can lift your left rib cage just a tiny bit further away from your hip. One last inhale. Good. And then exhale, side angle. Come through, warrior 2. Reach forward. See if you can feel your rib cage even slide a bit. And then tip it over. Side angle posture, left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky. Or you might reach your right arm forward, bicep next to your ear. Nice, Kate. Half or full bind if you want to go there. Feel free. Strong through your legs, rooted through the outer edges of your feet. And hold yourself steady with your steady breath. Beautiful poses. Last couple rounds. From the press of your feet, next time you breathe in, rise up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale. And this time, hinge at your hips. Exhale, dive down into your wide-legged fold, absolutely anywhere you would like to go for about 5, 6, 7 rounds. So wherever you go, just stay here in your body. Stay here with your breath, feeling, noticing, sensation, pulsations. You can notice your thoughts. Your mind probably doesn't ever turn off, but you can separate yourself from your thoughts. You can start to witness them instead of wandering off with them. Just notice what comes and what goes. Last couple of rounds. You're welcome to exhale out your mouth if you'd like. Thanks, Samantha. Next time you breathe in, my friends, let's come to a halfway lift position. Fingertips on the ground, bend your knees as needed. And then walk your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. From low lunge, standing staff all the way up. So root through your left foot and rise. If you need to, of course, you can use your right foot to help you up. Right knee lifts. Inner thighs hug in. Focus your gaze. So it's called your drishti in yoga. Focus your gaze on one point in front of you that's not moving. Focus on your slow, steady breath. Beautiful. One more inhalation. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. If you want to, left hand to the outside of your right leg, grab hold, and then right hand can press into your low back. So use your arms as gentle leverage to work your twist, to get taller through your spine, broaden through the front of your shoulders. Yeah, breathe down into your belly. Twist, twist, twist. Take one last round. End of your exhalation, unwind, arms reach up and maybe extend your right leg. Exhale, curtsy bow, swing your right leg around, so feel the mobility in your right hip, right toes off the left edge of your mat, take your bow. Extended leg curtsy, legs stay the same, reach high, pull your left hip back. One more time, bow, exhale. Yes, very nice. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. And take it all the way down, forward fold. Beautiful work, lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa. See you back in either down dog or if you'd like. Yeah, good, nice job. You're more than welcome to grab a child's pose here. So take a moment and just reconnect. Feel whatever there is to feel. All that energy inside of you. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel really nice. Ah. So we're gonna move through that entire sequence now as a flow, one breath, one movement. But it doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can mindlessly. It means we move really slowly and really intentionally with our slow, deep, intentional breath. So if I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe slower. See if you can breathe deeper, bigger. See if you can transition slowly from one pose to the next. And if at any time you just want to take a break or do your own thing, absolutely fine with me. So please always honor your body and what you need. You are the only one who knows. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. One more inhale, push into the ground. And then exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, forward fold, however you'd like to get there. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, release. All the way up, rise, arms overhead, full body stretch. Hands to your heart. All right, here we go. Let's flow. Inhale, high mountain. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, chair pose. Hang out here if you want to, or inhale, lift to tiptoes, arms parallel to the ground. Exhale, squeeze the tops of your thighs. Awkward chair, slowly lower down. Inhale, high mountain. Maybe stay on your tiptoes all the way up. Maybe lift to your tiptoes if you're not already there. If you want, take that dive on your tiptoes slowly as you exhale all the way down. Nice, Britt. Good job. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Inhale. And plant your hands, feet back. Exhale, chaturanga. Heart lifts. Nice, Mikkel. Breathe in, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhalation, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, soft as you can. Right foot steps forward, low lunge. Rise, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, lean forward, navel to spine, prepare for your balance. Inhale, float your back foot off the ground. Stay here as you exhale. Option to add arms any way you want to. Inhale, crescent lunge. See if you can land softly. Hands come down. Exhale. Now listen, pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior. So all the way up and all the way back. Right side long. Side angle pose. Exhale, reach forward. Tip it over. All the way to empty in your breath. You're doing great. Inhale, rise, reach both arms to the sky, parallel your feet, straighten your front leg. Hinge at your hips, dive down, wide-legged forward fold, all the way to empty, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Halfway lift, fingertips down, inhale. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing staff all the way up, rise. Exhale, twist towards the windows, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, standing staff. Extend your left leg if you haven't already. And exhale, curtsy bow. Swing your left toes off the right edge of your mat, take your bow. Keep your legs the same and reach up, extended leg curtsy. Exhale one more time, bow. High mountain, breathe in, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. Beautiful, and take it all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, peel your heart open. Nice, Kathy. Exhale, downward facing dog. Move with your breath, left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot through as soft as you can, low lunge. Rise, crescent, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, navel to spine. Find your center. And then float your back foot off the ground as you inhale. Stay here and hold for your exhale, optional arms. Good work. Back to crescent lunge. Inhale, maybe a soft landing. Thanks, Sandra. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior. Inhale all the way up and back. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, all the way to empty. Inhale, rise, arms to the sky, both legs straight, both feet face the right side of the room. Exhale, take your dive down, wide-legged fold. Beautiful, lift halfway, fingertips on the ground, inhale. Exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Standing staff all the way up, right knee lifts, arms reach. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, unwind, standing staff, maybe extend right leg. Exhale, curtsy bow, take your right toes off the left edge of your mat and bow. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up, legs stay the same. Exhale, one more time, take your bow. Good job. Inhale, high mountain. And dive down slowly, traction out your spine. Beautiful. Spinal extension with your inhalation. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through a vinyasa however you want to. See you either in down dog or if you want, grab a child's pose, grab a drink of water, give yourself a moment. So you've got one more round, one more time through. This time I'm gonna add a few things, kind of change things up just a bit. So as always, take what works, leave the rest behind. And if at any time you just wanna take a break, fine with me. Give yourself a couple more rounds. Downward facing dog if you're coming with me. Great big inhale as you push the ground away. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And let it go. Exhale. From emptiness, connect to your center and rise. Arms overhead. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, friends, last time. Here we go. Reach up, breathe in. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, pop up your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Chair pose, Utkatasana, exhale. Stay right here or inhale, float to tiptoes, arms parallel to the ground. Exhale, awkward chair, squeeze the tops of your thighs and slowly lower hips to heels. Slowly, high mountain, rise all the way up. If you want to stay on your tiptoes, go for it. All the way down, take your slow dive. Beautiful. Nice job. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Now stick your butt out. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep your exhale going as you lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Listen here. Stay and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right knee, right armpit, aim high. Good, yes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now everybody, knee to your nose and step forward as soft as you can. Nice, Liz, rise, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your thigh, navel to spine. Prepare for your balance. Find your center. Inhale, back leg floats up. Stay for your exhale. Maybe add your arms. Good. Soft landing, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Nice, Kate. Exhale, hands to the earth. Back heel pivots down. Reverse warrior all the way up, all the way back. Reach, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Come through your warrior two, reach forward, tip it over. We're gonna pause here, friends. You can stay in side angle or move into a balancing half moon pose. Reach your right hand forward, float your back foot off the ground. So back foot stomps onto an invisible wall. Heart open, hips open, nice fin. Breathe, slow, steady, wherever you're at. Awesome, Laura. Last couple of rounds. See if you can land in a warrior two position softly. Good job. Take a moment to adjust if needed. And we'll come back to our flow. Next time you inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms up. Exhale, dive down all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands forward, low lunge. Root into your right foot, all the way up, standing staff pose. Exhale, twist towards the windows, and this time we will pause. If you would like, go for full revolved hand to big toe pose. So grab your left foot with your right hand. I like the outer edge. Some people like peace fingers around their big toe. You choose. Extend forward only as much as you can without rounding your back. Press through your heel. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Oh, fin, nice. Take one last round. And then slowly unwind. Arms reach up. Left leg might extend if it hasn't. Take your bow. Exhale. Inhale, legs stay the same, but reach high. One more time, bow. Good job. High mountain pose. And dive down slowly into your fold. You are almost there. You've got one more side. Stick with it. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale. Lift your hips. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Stay here, hold here, or exhale, left knee, right elbow, push the ground away. Inhale back up. Exhale, nice breath. Left to left, aim for your armpit, push the ground away. Good, Jana. Inhale back up. Last one. Now everybody, knee towards your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward super softly. Crescent lunge, rise slowly. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, navel to your spine. Strong core and lean forward. Back foot floats up as you breathe in. Hold here as you breathe out. Optional arms one last time. Nice, Cam. And come back. Soft landing if possible. Crescent. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior. Nice, honey. So all the way up and back. Good, Mikkel. Bend your front knee a lot. And side angle. Come through warrior two. Reach forward, tip it over. We will pause here. Stay if you want. Or option to move into your balance. Half moon pose. Left hand reaches forward. Perhaps you take a block with you. Back foot floats up. It's strong. It's active. Squeeze through your outer left butt cheek. It's called your medial glute. So let it help you open your hips. Stack your hips. One last round. Nice job. Soft landing if possible. Warrior two stance. Take a moment to settle, to adjust. Inhale, front leg straight, parallel your feet, arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, dive down. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, breathe in. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge, you are almost there. Rise, standing staff, inhale. Twist, left arm forward, right arm back. We're gonna pause. Option for your full revolve, hand to big toe pose this time if you want it. Grab hold of your foot or peace fingers around big toe. Press through your heel. Stay tall through your spine, broad through your shoulders. Yeah, be playful. It's just a practice. Where's your breath? Is it still there? Did you lose it last round? Good job. Unwind slowly, standing staff. Inhale, maybe extend if you haven't. And curtsy bow. Good job. Breathe in and lengthen. Pull your left hip back. One more time. Take your bow. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat. Exhale, dive slowly. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Any way you want to move through your vinyasa, or absolutely you can skip it. See you in downward facing dog. Reconnect to your body, to your breath. Next, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, bring your right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. So you want your right knee nice and wide. And especially if you're somebody who can easily just sit into this pigeon, try not to do that. Try to imagine an invisible rope attached to your right butt cheek. It's pulling up, it's tugging back. So you're keeping this strong structure in your legs. Keep pulling your right butt cheek back and up as your heart goes forward and down. It's the most common thing I see when I'm out there taking classes myself. Almost everywhere, people are just sinking into their joints. And it's actually really not good for your joints or your tendons and ligaments. So what we're doing when we pull our right butt cheek back and up, even though it feels like we're coming out of the pose, we're building that strong structure. We're plugging the femur bone into the hip socket. So then we can stretch our muscles rather than just pulling on our tendons and ligaments around our joints. Good awareness, you guys. Thank you. Big deep breaths. If you want to go deeper, all you have to do is scoot your back knee back a little bit. Yeah. So try to keep this thing perfect. Good job. You guys look awesome. Take about 3 more breaths. Open mouth sighs are welcome. Ah. All right. Bottom of your next exhalation, start to find your way back to down dog. You can come with me or you can do your own thing. Invitation if you want to simply plant your hands, curl your back toes under and take your right leg back and up. Give it a nice little shake out. And then if you want to, after a little bit of a shakeout, you could flip your dog as a counter pose. Only if you want to. Eventually, friends, walk it out in your down dog. And if you want to move through a vinyasa quickly to reset on your own, feel free. If you're on your back and you just want to take some neutralizing movements in between sides while you're laying down, that's absolutely fine as well. And I'm actually just going to say each of you in your own time in your next few breaths, find your way into pigeon with your left shin forward, or if you're on the ground with your left shin on top. So set yourself up with that extra awareness. Set the structure and what we call the integrity of the pose up first. So that left butt cheek, rather than just plopping down, or rather than trying to push it down, you're actually pulling it back and up. So it's the same thing when we're going into a forward fold. We're reaching our butt back and our heart forward. Same thing we're trying to do here. So we're working the pose with lots of awareness, intention, attention, and then using our breath to just soften. Ah. Open mouth sighs at any time. Ah. Take about 3 or 4 more rounds on this side. Good job, honey. That's awesome. And I'm just going to leave it up to you ultimately. So when you feel like pretty much even on both sides, you can start to slowly find your way back to one last downward facing dog. So invitation to take it back into that 3-legged dog, shake it out, flip it if you want. And then if you want to, you could also take one final vinyasa here as well. If you're on your back and you just want to wait for us there, that's perfectly fine. So if you're back in down dog, just walk it out one last time or feel into all that space you've created. Yeah, and if you've chosen a child's pose, give yourself a moment just to ground, to melt, to be held by the earth. Really beautiful, everyone. In your next, let's say 3, 4, 5 breaths, however you want to transition, everybody find your way onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want to. Once you're there, once you're on your back, just draw your knees towards your belly gently and rock side to side. After a few rocks, supine spinal twist of your choice. So let your knees fall to either side. If you want to extend one leg, cross your legs, or if there's some variation that your body is calling for, feel free. Heart stays open, shoulders stay broad, backs of your shoulders on the ground if possible. And even as you let your body be held, keep your breath big and spacious, just a little bit longer. And then in your next couple breaths, just switch to the other side. And as you come through center, take a moment to neutralize. So maybe a little rock, maybe a big squeeze of your knees, or even a big full body stretch. Shoulders broad, collarbones broad. Breathe down into your belly. And I will leave it up to you once again. So maybe one or two more rounds on this side. And eventually just back to center, neutralize, hug your knees in, rock side to side. Invitation for a happy baby pose. And in your happy baby, as you pull down with your arms and press up through your heels, it might be fun to kind of play. Like you have a bow and arrow, you can extend one leg and pull the other one back and then switch it up. Maybe you extend both legs. Maybe you bring your legs together almost like you're in a plow position. So feel free to embody a happy baby for a few breaths. And then anywhere else you would like to go, anything else your body is calling for, anything you would like to do to finish off your own practice for you, now is your time. So maybe you want one final inversion, maybe you want one final hip opener, feet together, knees apart. You could just rest for a few breaths there. Maybe you're ready for Shavasana. And you don't want to wait another second. You want to go straight into it. So please feel free. Otherwise, if you're finishing off your practice on your own, about 5 to 10 more rounds of breath wherever you want to go. As you settle in to your final relaxation, you can let your breath become more and more effortless. You can let go of any control or manipulation of your breath. Just let your body take back over. Let your body breathe you. As you slowly settle in, my friends, I will read to you. This is by Jeff Brown, from his book called Soul Shaping. He says, "Oh, what's the rush? It takes a long time to clear emotional debris. It takes a long time to peel off our armor. It takes a long time to recognize our magnificence. It takes a long time to heal our shame. It takes a long time to explore our possibilities. It takes a long time to find our voice. It takes a long time to integrate our changes. It takes a long time to learn the lessons that expand us. It takes a long time to craft a life of purpose. It's a lifelong journey. Rushing works against us. Throw out the clocks. The soul has a timeline all its own." Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just start to slowly come back into your physical body. Move your fingers, your toes. Might feel good to give yourself a little temple massage, a forehead massage. It might also feel good to rub your hands together, build some heat. And then when you're ready, just roll onto either side. Fetal position. Take just a moment, really letting your practice in some way absorb and integrate it and use your imagination and visualize that. And then use your arms to slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation, right back where we began. Just notice how you feel. Notice if anything has shifted since the beginning of our practice, even the slightest. Gather your hands to your own heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. We'll seal this practice together with one great big Om. So try not to worry too much about what your voice sounds like, but focus more on what it feels like to use it, to let it move through you, your own vibration, and then express out your mouth as sound. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Open your mouth big and wide. Oh. Thank you everyone so much for being here, letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. So I will be back next Tuesday. Hopefully I'll see you then. See you next Tuesday. Peace, Wayne. What you doing, Miss Kitty Girl? You need more treats for the good girl, huh? You are so good. Yes, you are. You are amazing. Yes, you are. Of course. Your name. I forgot. PC. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I know you came once before at least. Honey, you were on your game today, I feel like.